I'm standing inside Pure Project Brewing in the beautiful city of Vista in San Diego County. Pure Project is a brewery inspired by the tropics and gives as much attention to sustainability and community as well as it does its incredible beer. Pure Project is also known for brewing a wide array of beer styles. However, the challenge these different beers provide is that they all should be served in different glasses and at different temperatures. I'm Jeremy Storton. I'm an advanced Cicerone and the host of the Good Beer Matters podcast. I've partnered with Brewery DB to bring you Trusted BrewKnowledge. Trusted BrewKnowledge is a series of videos to help you better understand beer and what to make of it. Today we're going to talk about the ideal glassware and serving temperature for different styles of beers, and we're also going to talk about why this matters.
My name is Chris Guzman. I'm the Education Program Manager. Started Chris.thebeereducator on Instagram, and a little bit by little bit, people of industry or beer enthusiasts can just have a little bit more of a deep dive on the world of beer. Yeah, I'm an advanced Cicerone, currently studying for my Master's Cicerone.
Yes,
got the
you
cool
are.
little patch right there.
Now, Chris, we've left Germany. We're heading over to Belgium to taste the incredible beers there. But now we have a culture that is all about the beer. It's all about the food that goes with their beer and all about the experience of the beer and their food together. So tell me about the glassware in Belgium. It's very special.
It's very special because they're one of the most iconic. Each beer brand has its own glassware that goes with it.
Yeah.
But then kind of what we were doing, so here at Pure Project, we do a method traditional, teaming up
Which is fancy for spontaneous.
Spontaneous. So teaming up with the HORAL, which is the Council of Lambic Makers in Belgium, they gave us a 25-step process. You follow this 25-step process, this is as close as you're gonna get to what we make over here. So we did that. This is our leaf. It's a 3-year spawn beer blended together. You have depth, you have complexity, you have tannins, you have acidity, a little bit of bitterness. This is an incredible beer that we like to have.
Yes,
and
it
then
is.
this year, we said, hey, let's try to source the glassware that you'd find in those small little lambic cafes. And we were able to get this lambic glass, lambic tumbler, has the iconic ridges. Does it have the shape to it? It doesn't, but it echoes history, heritage.
Yeah.
So when you see that, and you're like, they got one of those? It says, hey, tip of the hat, we see what you did over there. We're gonna echo heritage, but this is us here in the United States. We're gonna do our own flip on it, and we do that here at Pure Project.
And I find when we get into the Belgian glassware thing, like you're talking about, we're not necessarily talking about the engineering of the glass as much. We're not talking about the functional purpose of the glass as much, but the story of Belgium, the story of the beer, the story of what's been happening for hundreds and thousands of years. This is where if you wanted to go to experience Belgium, then you need to experience Belgium. And this glassware is kind of like the cheapest trip to Belgium that you can take in San Diego. And just,
And that's the fun part. You feel the ridges, and there's just different types of glassware. And this is one thing that I always suggest to like breweries that I know of. And I'm like, hey, if you're releasing a special beer, try to get that customized glass. There's a lot of great websites that do customized glassware. Let's say you're doing a Czech lager. What if you toss in one of those beautiful Czech mugs, dimpled mugs, and everyone walks and like, wait, you really cared about that beer because you introduced a new glassware. Maybe you did a keep the glass night, and they're like, I need to get one of those. And then every time you bring it up, you're like, this is such a great beer. You know what? Let's go grab a 4-pack of that one, crack it up, pour it in. Perfect.
Yeah, because you don't want to put on shorts and some random old suspenders and go to Oktoberfest. You need to wear the lederhosen to be authentic and have the real experience. You can't fake it. It's real or it's not.
Exactly, and it's about the texture, the feel, the experience. You can make that experience just using glassware, and I think that's the beauty of it.
Yeah, and it's all about the experience. So I've got a question for you, Chris. If you had to pick one glass to use for the rest of your life, what would it be?
It'd be this one.
The lambic glass.
I drink this to drink water. I love pouring sours in there. Flanders Reds are actually poured sometimes in this because they were also spontaneously brewed. Something that I learned recently. But yeah, I like this one, and as well as it's not technically a Teku, and Teku being the Italian manufacturer who created it, But Teku's, the way they go in, the way they propel out, the way they sit on your lip, they have a beautiful house stem. Doesn't heat up the beer when you're drinking them too quickly. Teku's all the way, honestly.
Yeah, and I love these because they're functional and they're fancy.
Yeah, and you're just like, yeah, you know what? I paid a little extra for this craft beer. I'm gonna enjoy it at the nicest glass I could possibly find.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Oh, it's a pleasure. Nice seeing you, Jeremy.
Cheers.
Cheers to you.